After the actual landing, with our radar operating and our forward observers in position, we moved several times to keep up with our advances. And at one time, we actually moved very close from Omaha Beach to one of the British beaches, which actually adjoined each other. And so we got to know them and their equipment and coordinate it with our own. We passed through and operated in major sectors, major towns, and as a matter of fact, the radar, which I operated frequently, had a chart which showed the whole area, including the beachhead. So on that chart, I could see the names of St. Lo and other Cannes and other important towns and landmarks. They were important because they were crossroads where important vehicles had to pass, or they had large warehouses or storerooms or military bases from which they operated, and were in fact objectives that we had to take over before we could move any further. So one of my functions was, when I was operating as a ground director of aircraft, was with that large chart on a plotting table to plot the course of enemy planes, either bombers or fighters, as they passed over us, plot them on the chart, and then with what was called a Craig computer, little plastic device, determine what course to direct our fighters on in order to intercept the Nazi fighters or bombers. So I was well acquainted with the area, as I had been back in the south of France, in fact all through France, when we prepared for the invasion. I always had in front of me, when I was operating as a ground controller, detailed maps of the areas.